There's a lot of, it's quite encouraging, it's quite welcome actually in society to dream big. I know I do, I don't know about you. To think about the big future you want, the big house, the big enterprise, the big business and all these sorts of stuff. And that's cool, not necessarily much issues with that, but there can be some problems. It can be very stressful to live in the future. It's quite difficult actually in practice to be anxious or to be worried about outcomes if you're only focused or you're mainly focused in the day. So that's one of the issues really. If you spend too much of your time focusing on the future as opposed to today, there's going to be a bit of anxiety or a bit of stress involved in that. And that's because normally, or a lot of the time, there isn't necessarily an agency. So there isn't a clear path or action that you can see taking that is congruent or correlates with the goal that you have, this big vision. And the bigger the vision is, the more disillusionment you might find in trying to connect your current opportunity for action with where you're trying to go. And the last point of that really is that by focusing on today, we have the opportunity to take microtransactions more seriously. So that's the small decisions, the moment-to-moment actions we take, calling them the plus ones, the things we do every single moment that aggregate and compound towards the future we actually seek to have. And having that power only really resides in today. That power, that agency, that capacity resides in today, in the here and now, because you can make that phone call, you can take that step, you can send that email, you can take that course. And these are things you can do in the here and now. So one idea really to try and alleviate the stress strategically from, overly focusing on the future or living in the future is to, okay, have your goal, put it to the side, but where are we? We are in the here and now. The gift is the present. What can you do in the here and now, moment to moment to moment, that can compound towards the outcome you're trying to see? And by feeling like you're on that path, you have more hope, more self-confidence, and more optimism. Let's get it. It's hunting season.